emergency power only. Power restored. All primary systems online.
I am not gonna lie, this is not a promising start to dipping our toes back into the raging waters of Subnautica. My name is Ellison, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to welcome you to our cozy little shack under the sea. I need to come clean about something. It has been well over a month since the last time I've recorded this, and a few episodes ago I had mentioned a little trip that my wife and I took for our 10-year anniversary all the way down to Japan. Well, as it turns out, the jet lag is a silent killer, and I'm only just now starting to get over it. So here's hoping this message sends us on our way.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's, well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you.
No way.
Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
I cannot believe the impeccable timing of this rescue mission. In just under 40 minutes, we're going to rendezvous with Sunbeam at the landing site, somewhere we have never been before, and after that time is up, nothing is going to be the same. I have been looking forward to this since we started, and it's essentially an inflection point in the plot, and to my understanding, I don't think people like it as much as I do. The first time I played this, I had no concept or understanding of what we were about to undertake once we reached this site. And honestly, the other shoe drops here. And even though 40 minutes is kind of a long time, there's going to be plenty of new ecosystems and biomes for us to explore around the area. And hopefully we can make it there in time and not miss this categorically insane event. For reasons that you're going to see, the game also changes pretty drastically. Not mechanically speaking so much, but rather just what we're about to be dealing with. Instead of just kind of gathering supplies and making sure we're nice and healthy, we are going to be introduced to a nice dose of reality. It's still pretty dark out here, which is kind of gonna ruin the effect here, but we have a mass of land. And the first time I played this, I was not very good at it. I had not visited the Aurora. I kind of figured that the game called Subnautica, where we spend 99% of our time submerged under the water, there wasn't going to be a lot of walking. Well, my friends, that all changes here. We're going to be doing a hell of a lot of walking and dealing with some poppin', because we now have an alien facility to contend with. Oh my god. Time to get our land legs on.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
That's right. That mysterious energy signal is coming from that massive structure. But before we do anything else, I highly implore you to take a look at this bulbo tree. These are going to be your main source of food and water, as well as the abundance of sustenance you can find here. This is personally among one of my favorites. Let's eat them up. It's very unlikely that you're going to starve or find yourself dehydrated while exploring these islands. Well, as you could have guessed, we can certainly enter this behemoth of a structure. And before we do, I think we need to find what this game considers to be a key for it. And that comes in the form of a purple tablet. Oh yeah, that's crazy. They even put one down over here, which is pretty neat. We can go and scan it because eventually you might want to craft some of these. But there we go. Here's the force field control that we can insert our first tablet into. And be gone, force field. How dare you.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Well, good luck with that. I feel like this would be pretty hard to replicate, but let's go and try and download some mystery data.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
good luck with that, I suppose. This area actually isn't too confusing.
Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section. Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
I can imagine. Also, we have an ion cube. That is great. I'm gonna have to scan one the next time I find another because that is going to be pretty important for some other stuff.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Oh, interesting. Also, this is a little suspect. Oh no. Nothing like these leaps of faith to really keep us on our toes, or in this case, off of them. Sorry, that was really dumb. But on another brighter note, I'd like to welcome you to our Olympic-sized interior pool. It is quite cozy and it has water heaters. We'll be using this to make our escape once we're finished here, but it's also another nifty entrance to get into the heart of this facility, which still looks so cool. And I don't know, I think it was just the craziness factor of there being like weapons here. It's like, where did these come from? These are for humans. We haven't seen a single type of animal or creature or alien that resembles something that would hold a rifle, which, hey, another ion cube? Please and thank you. It is imperative that we grab as many of these as we can, and being able to forge them for later, I think, is going to really help in our exploration because we've got ourselves an alien arch. And these are essentially teleportation devices that will bring us to opposite ends of the world and the ocean alike. This one looks like you need to activate from another before we can really use it, and I'm not sure where that one is. But once they're active with the ion cube attached, that is when we can start utilizing them for all of our traveling goods. But I have a feeling that's going to be in a pretty deep part of the ocean. You guys have no idea just how deep we have yet to go. I think we've only breached 300 meters once, you know. So everything's happening a little fast. We're picking up purple tablets left and right, and I can definitely see why people are somewhat upset at the 180 turn that this game has given us. I mean, to stumble upon this after just building a base and exploring the dark depths of the ocean, I can see why it would turn some people off. By the way, we have a doomsday device, which is not very promising, and yet another force field. What in the hell are you trying to keep out?
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Oh, wow. Scans can do that, huh? Must be pretty nifty having all that technology and not being able to help me blast out of this planet. Well, I guess that's what Sunbeam is for. Over here, though. Oh no, we have the energy core. And should we decide to approach very carefully, we can touch the button.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
That sounds pretty terrible. I don't like the idea of that. And if you try to go and scan yourself...
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
Thank you.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Thank you. I appreciate you looking out for me and all. But, yeah, I kind of want to get the hell out of here, so we're gonna go and take the pool exit, and we'll go and explore underwater for a little bit. I think it sounds like a pretty swell idea. I don't think there's really too much for us to explore just yet, and I would like to bring the Seamoth down just so that we can absolutely capitalize on everything we can do, but for the most part, there's just more things to explore down there and structures we cannot enter. I think, at least. I'll double check. But we have another arch here, which I think is another instance of a one-way, one that we have to activate elsewhere. But if you can go inside one of these, that would be pretty neat. Just like this. Thank you. Ooh, that's cool. I did not think we'd be finding so many of those. But there is a whole mass of land for us to discover here, and something that I really want to explore and engage with. Can I go into this one too? And these aren't shale croppings, I think. These are just regular ass. Oh yeah, they are shale. I'll probably grab some lithium and maybe some diamonds if I can find them. Yeah, because those are just hanging around like gangbusters. I thought at some point you can go inside part of the structure here, as in the rocks, not necessarily. Oh yeah, right over there, I think. I hope. Yeah, there is nothing else here. Oh no! Jesus, the warpers. Oh, that is terrible. I don't actually even know what they're called, but it's a little scary. Jesus. Well, it's probably not as scary as being down here. There's another tablet here. God, who is just like leaving these around? Is it Easter? I mean, I would love to pick up a purple tablet. That would be fun. I remember back when I was a kid, we had this family friends that my dad used to work with, and they had like a really terrible falling out, but we'd always go over for holidays and Thanksgiving, Christmas, and especially Easter, because they were the kind of people who would go ahead and fill little plastic eggs up with money, and we would end up leaving in like the early 2000s, or maybe like 2003 or so, with things like $50 or something, just straight out of pure coins. It's pretty impressive, actually. And, well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there's anything back there, so I'm not going to bother exploring. Maybe in a little bit if we end up with a little bit more time, but there is another significant island that I'd like to get to. And this one I think is pretty boring as far as I remember. I thought this one was going to be super duper exciting, but I'm just going to go ahead and stock up on some snacks. Oh, not you, sir. Hey, how dare you? Gonna try and fight me? These things take a little bit longer. There we are. Let's eat on up. And I hope I have enough inventory space for what I want. Ooh. Yeah, so we've got some caves, those cave crawlers that we saw earlier at the Aurora. And I think we want to sort of try to head as far to the top of this place as we possibly can. Maybe we could go along here. You can see these vents. Maybe these are supposed to help lead us, but I'm not sure. Also, ooh, thank you. And I could probably just go ahead and scan you. Ouch. Excuse me. These things are so aggressive. Are you good? I'm just leaving. It's not even worth it to try to kill them. I'm gonna steal their purple tablet instead. Now they're gonna have to eat without watching YouTube. A fate only befitting these god-awful creatures. Okay, interesting. Are we here? No, it's just like a proper dead end. I feel like it'd be pretty hard to miss, considering it's just a massive arch. Ooh. There's a lot of lithium on the walls there, though. That is a very good place for things. Oh my god. I will take more. And there it is. Okay, while I got you here, let's Sky Ray. It's a very interesting sort of animal we have here. There we go. I can't even like pick him up. Look at him. Isn't he like doing tricks for us? Well, I appreciate it, I suppose. Yeah, I think the main purpose of this island is to teleport us clear across the ocean, really. Let's throw our ion cube in there and step into the vortex. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Hello, lights. pleased to meet you. Well, if you take a look at some of our markers, you can see that we're pretty far away from the Sunbeam site. 2,300 meters away at least. Which is a little worrisome, because we don't really have anything that can, you know, get us over there very fast. Aside from our, or whatever this is called. See, it's been so long since I played this that I'm just gonna mess up all manners of terminology and forget even the most basic of things. But that's okay. Sometimes it's a little boring when people know exactly where to go and there's no excitement or suspense, no drama. Oof, maybe we don't want to go down there. I want to go this way. But this is probably going to be one of the best islands that you can go to as early as you possibly can. Look how far away we are from the aurora. We have all of this foliage and greenery, but of most importance,
picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
We have a couple of habitats that we should definitely check out. Maybe, you know, explore some of the wildlife here. Plenty of food and things to grab here as well, but let's try not to get lost because it is going to get late, and getting back to where we were, I should have maybe left a beacon there. Let's be real here. So we can go down there, but I feel like if it's possible... Oh, thank you, Jaffa Cup. Maybe I can, like, scale the side from here. Because I feel like it's kind of easy to get up there. They don't make it too difficult. It's just if you slip off and fall, it's over. The game will instantaneously end because of fall damage. So that's going to be fun. Oh, it looks like they did kind of expect for people to walk up this way. That's fun. As far as I remember, I don't think these are very significant. It's that one that you want to go to. Get in the grow bed and all sorts of things. But for now, let's go ahead. Oh, bulkhead. I don't have this. I think this helps reinforce your base. It's a little bit more pricey to build, but we'll definitely take it. It'll be a good time. Thank you. Let me see. We got a supply crate with some water and... Oh, thank you.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting
New
worse.
blueprint
Marguerite
acquired.
and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
And it is a hell of a view. I'm just gonna try not to fall off. You can see this is Second Officer Keen's last broadcast location, and that is where I was planning on heading to upon starting this episode, but this is so much better. I just don't think we'll be able to get there right away, which is a bit of a shame because I really want to make sure we get back before the Sunbeam arrives. That is going to be our main priority, and here's hoping I do not get lost. Aside from those 3 settlements, I also am not entirely sure if there's anything else of significance. Oh, here we go. Oh, this takes us over here. Aside from the food and things, which would be a good idea to bring some back. If you are making some type of growery or... Oh no. Or just anything resembling, I guess, a renewable food source for yourself, this would be a great place to pick up some food. I think there's potatoes here. There are those lantern bulbs and things like that. So you might not necessarily be in the worst position on grabbing some stuff here. I do have some preferences, specifically in something that I need to combine for, I think, a ruby. I don't remember, actually. But a gel sack is what I usually make outside. Okay, I'm very glad we made it in here with, like, little issues. We've got composite plant pots, which is good. Ooh, marble melons.
New blueprint acquired.
Nice. I'll take one of those and Chinese potatoes. Let's take a look. So, yeah, 12 food and 3 H2O. We are eating good. Oh my god, and these are almost even better because they're so small. I guess I didn't need to bring this water or nutrient block, but I might want to consider going back elsewhere at some point just so that we can be a little careful with our inventory. Alright.
Integrating new PDA data.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Yep, nothing like a little bit of internal strife between survivors in these highly stressful, stranded situations, which is always fun. Ah, here it is. Okay, so you definitely want a grow bed of some kind. The interior one's a nice touch, but I feel like these ones are so much better. Oh, and I can actually scan you this time.
New blueprint acquired.
Indeed. Oh, and we have a broken glass here with another tablet and more PDAs. Don't worry, I'm not listening to all of them, but...
Integrating new PDA data.
I find them fascinating. I think it's really cool that they ended up trying to, excuse me, add some kind of plot or other characters that were here before you. Just, you know, to give you guys a little bit of insight on the lore. Can I get in here? For some reason, I'm like getting caught on something. Okay, it's this guy. Jump. Ugh. Am I supposed to be able to make it? Maybe not. I see that there's like another entrance like above here, so we'll try that. I'm still getting used to the mouse and key, but I mean, it's not very, very difficult. It's very straightforward. Here we go. Let's go down. Ooh, that was fast. Oh my god.
Integrating new PDA data.
They are giving us so many things.
Integrating new PDA data.
I guess I didn't realize is there supposed to be a climbing animation? It's kind of funny. Huh. Well, that might actually be it for everything here. Shoot. I'm pretty sure we already got the stasis rifle, so I'm not too worried about that. I might go and take this to go. But yeah, we'll take a look at more of the island because there's actually a lot going on underneath it as well. And if I can find some way to really capitalize on our time being here, that would be great. We got a Ming plant here. I guess I'm not sure what this one is. Kind of just looks like a vase. And we'll look around. More bulbo trees, so no worries there. Yeah, those damn cave crawlers, they're something else.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
There's so many things happening. Yeah, maybe if I go down to the water level, we'll go and explore a little bit down there. We're not doing too bad on exploring though. I mean, 40 minutes is plenty, but I don't know, man. I think there's only so much that they could possibly give us here. Although I do think I know where there is another download, and we just gotta find our way down. Just want to see where this takes us first. Whoop. Okay, careful, careful, Mr. Cruz. We're cooking with fish oil here. Okay, so we're just going back around. That's fine. This is near where we started, and if I go into like a little oasis, there's a rendezvous spot where other survivors were supposed to meet with Keen. And it's just right down there. I do not trust this game not to give me obscene amounts of fall damage, even into the water. So I might just slip on in some inconspicuous way. Or do you think I can make that? Should I try it? We're playing on hardcore, so if I die, then the project is over. And don't worry, the reason why there was such a delay in episodes was not because I died and I was trying to get back up to where we were, but merely the vacation, as you know. Let's see. If I... Can this work, actually? There we go. I guess, I don't know. I usually feel pretty burned getting hit by various amounts of fall damage, but there is so much down here. It is obscene. Okay, let's go and snag this up, shall we?
Integrating new PDA data.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Why does Captain Keen sound so much like Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows and IT Crowd and so on? He just... Father! Okay, that is a warper, by the way. He is terrifying as hell, and I think I might want to leave. Oh boy. He does exactly what you'd think he would, and it's not very fun. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we are pretty damn far away, so we should maybe try to seek out that incredible teleportation device that brought us here in the first place. Ooh, God, my mouse pad is like slipping. It's not used to this kind of action, you know? But I gotta say, this is pretty nice. I was playing Alan Wake with the mouse and key, and I liked it a lot, and I guess, it's probably going to be the next project that we do on the channel. I still have to do Jack 3, which I also was kind of practicing for, but man, oh man, it has been really hard to find time to record anything as of late. And I think it's somewhat got to do with the changing algorithmic landscape that producing videos has changed over the years. Like the evolution of how people are engaging with and retaining content is completely different, and I think this is definitely a more bygone era of content that I'm creating, because nobody's watching Let's Plays anymore. I mean, I'm not even watching Let's Plays anymore, and I do feel like I've improved pretty significantly over the years, but there's other people who I used to watch, I feel like have just gotten worse, and I don't think it's their fault. I think they're just trying to make their content as bombastic as possible. Also, can I find, is this where I just came from? I think it is. This is bad, actually. This is kind of what I was worried about, is losing my way, but if I can maybe just find myself back in the middle of the island where that bridge was between the two upper mountain high settlements, then I might be able to get my bearings. But again, I did not leave anything to chance here. No, but that's fine. We can keep chatting. We can talk it up. I don't think there's anything on the perimeter, like in the shores around this place. It'd be kind of cool if there was, but I do not believe that any thought was put into that. You know, I don't think we need to go over here, but I think we will. We'll go and let's go check it out. Anytime Yuzu gets really barky at anything, we just have to like sigh and, all right, let's go check it out. Go over to whatever she's barking at, see that it's perfectly fine and not moving nor sentient, and then be on with our day. God, oh, there's a cave here. This is a little worrisome. Nothing. Simply a dead end. I could take a speckled rattler. I'm alright. That's fine by me. And yeah, so this little extension of the island. Yeah, I don't know. Another Ming plant. Thought maybe there would have been another voice recording over here, but tragic days. I don't remember if we ever find out the fate of Officer Keene, because he seems a little significant to the story, and a lot of where he goes, we end up following in his footsteps. So it'd be kind of disappointing if you just kind of assumed that he is indeed lost at sea, and we just never hear from him or his exploits ever again. I don't know how much people care about that, but that's okay. It's kind of a interesting little island. I was kind of expecting there to be some more jump scares or something, but no. Just random miscellaneous holes that lead us to nowhere. Huh. Okay. Well, that was kind of a bust. We're on one side of the structures, so let's start making our way back. We just went in a giant old scenic circle, which is not surprising to me. And it's not a huge deal if we end up missing the Sunbeam, but oh my god, that thing looked like a freaking coyote or something. Get out of here. Stop floating, flying around, jazz handsing all over the place. Y'all are creepy, man. Creepy as hell. Oh yeah, so you don't have to worry about being there for the Sunbeam, because obviously the only conversations you've had have been over the radio, so it's not great, but I would definitely suggest being there for it. Let's be real here. So the arch, I think, should be around here. There's this pathway surrounded by these bulbo leaves, and if we manage to dip into a side cave, we might be able to stumble upon it. We don't have any tracker or way to really tell via energy signals where the arch is, but that's okay. So we'll just use our bearings and intuition, and we'll find it ourselves. Because, yeah, we went to that one, and I think it's gotta be close to this. Let's just see. I would say I could just cut, but I don't know. I don't know who that's helping. See, cutting, we can't do that. Not when you're streaming. It's gotta be live. You gotta do it live, man. If you're suffering, or if I'm suffering, then you gotta suffer with me. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, just gotta be careful not to fall. Boy, this is exactly what I was afraid of. Oh, is this it? No, that's just a bush. No. It didn't help that it was a completely different time of day that we ended up exploring and exiting our little hole. You know, actually, that's not it. That's just to get to the shore, no? Okay. Well, the reason why I actually'd is because we have the map here, and I wonder... Hello? Can I not see it from here? I must have to be in the water, which is kind of a shame. I have a feeling it's close to here, because this is going to take us to the shore. Oh no, I'm getting worried. Will we make it? Will we live? Ugh, okay. Let's not struggle getting up a makeshift path. Oh, is that it right there? Hold on. Is that it? Just this inconspicuous hole. Oh yeah, there we go. Good. I just had to panic for a second. Not where I thought it was going to be. Yeah, because over here, there's that, so... We're safe, we're set, we'll be okay. As far as anything else we needed to do here is concerned, I guess we'll come back if we absolutely have to. So there's something else that I needed to scan here. Ancient floaters? That sounds terrifying. Okay. Are they like creatures or just be grass or something? Alright, let's go. Oh my god, I had a welcome party here, which is great. So let me double check the rest of this room, because we did not even remotely bother exploring. I like how you can see part of the sky there through the rocks, just where it wasn't flush against the texture. Okay. That's been fun and all, but we actually didn't end up picking much up here at all. I'm not too upset about that, but got some lithium. Well, where did the did you take my lithium or did I pick it up? Did I double click? It doesn't matter. There's plenty here, and honestly, I don't think I even really need lithium right now. We might have plenty. Diamonds we also, I don't think, really need much of, but once we get a little bit of direction after this next sequence, that's when things are going to change for possibly the worse. We will see. Gold. Yeah, this is interesting. One of these paths I feel like leads straight to the beach near where we landed our sea moth, but this, whoops, wrong click, Mr. Cruz. There we go. Take some more lithium. There's probably another tablet around here. Yeah, look at all of this stuff, man. It's almost not even fair. I want to take as much of this back as I can, but I just have a feeling we're probably going to run into something else. Alright, one more for the road. So, Kurt could be very pleased with us. And this is not where I thought we were. But that's okay. Yeah, because there's more pathing up here. This is very curious. Will I be able to make it back in time? God only knows. Oh, there is another tablet. Nice. And also, I do want to go ahead and make sure we're nice and thirsty. I'm going to get rid of these just because don't necessarily need them right now. And we'll start making our way back. Oh my God, really? I'm sorry, I'm leaving the diamond, okay? Jesus. Yeah, we got all this. Huh. Now I have a feeling we are just going in circles. There's just materials lying about. Okay. Beautiful. Sweet, sweet sunrise. There's also some salt out here. Yeah, I thought there was maybe like a little pool that we could explore down under. I would rather like to get to the bottom though, if at all possible. I thought I was working my way in the right direction. If worse comes to worse, I can just throw my body into the ocean and hope that I don't get hurt. Because this is only taking us up. Here we go. Let's just do this. We're not going to get too picky. Yeah, so you got to be in the water. And I do feel like there's definitely somewhere that we can go. Oh boy, those sounds. Not a fan of that. What is this? Do we have whatever this is? A nuclear reactor? I don't think we do, actually. Not necessarily this one. Oh, no. Okay. This works for me. Yeah, this part down here, that's gonna be the rough one, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's very fortuitous that 40 minutes, the length for these videos that I try to go for, and it all works out. So we're at the Sunbeam on the site. It's night, which I don't know if that makes this any cooler or fun or what, but we'll be back in just a moment. This is where I was trying to get to. What was this little spot here? More of those guys. Ooh, that one is infected. Yeah, there is like a little water spot here. Maybe I'll explore that at some point, but it stands. Ouch. Cool. Well, good to know that is indeed there, folks, but this is I don't like this part at all. This is very distressing, and I would really rather not have to deal with it. So my name is Allison, and I think once this event transpires, we will end things off here, because it is filled with the dramatics, and my hand is kind of starting to hurt. I guess I don't really play computer games all that much. If I do, it's with controls and stuff, controllers, but I don't know, man. There's something about this place that just does not sit right. Also, I need a drink of coffee. Delicious. Hope you guys are having a fantastic summer, and hope you are not too distraught by the the political landscape that is plaguing us right now. I had to delete Twitter. It was just a god-awful affair. Oh, wait a minute. I think I hear them. Sunbeam, is that you? Oh no.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.